Good day to thầy Duy and everyone. I'm Tuan Anh, and today I'm going to present you our topic, NL-to-Vis, a natural language interface for generating business data visualization. And here's our summary. Okay, they said that a picture is worth 1,000 words. And imagine that you are doing market research of the film industry, and you have already collecting a data set of movies that have been produced since the last 30 years, and now you want to gain insight from this. So, what are the effective ways for you to answer questions like, what is the average cost, or which audience should you focus on? And the answer for this is an analytic visual like this. For other questions like, what is the relationship between gross and budget? The effective way for you to analyze and deliver insight is still an analytic visual like this. But previously, this kind of analytic, they were privileged of analysts or those who have expertise in data analytics, and that is the gap here. We have identified that there is a gap between data is what we have and insight is what we have want to achieve. That yeah, and the research question now is how to bridge the gap between data and insight, and we believe that NL-to-Vis might be the answer for this. Introducing NL-to-Vis, a natural language interface for generating data visualization. There are two inputs of NL-to-Vis. The first one is a tabular dataset. The second is a text question related to the input dataset. And after go to the NLI, we receive the output, which is a visual chart that reflects the information needed. And this study is built up on the baseline model NL-4DB proposed by Narangia. When we study this and other related work, there are some key challenges. The first one is language complexity with variation and ambiguity, leading to underspecified generated data visualization. And also, one of the key challenges is how to evaluate the NL-to-Vis model, since this is a resource-intensive process due to lacking of sufficient data and sometimes involved in human evaluator to provide feedback. So to serve it for this reason, this proposal has set out three objectives. The first is building the UIT XNL-to-Vis, which is a business-oriented natural language to data visualization dataset. The second is using the NL-4DB baseline to explore advanced NLP technique that minimizing ambiguity, variation, and the specification. And the last is to develop an NL-to-Vis interface that enables users to explore data through natural language conversation. To serve this objective, for the first objective, building the UIT NL-to-Vis dataset, we start by scraping business dashboard from analytic platform like Tableau Public or Power BI Gallery and annotate user intent and visual specification. For the second goal, explore advanced NLP technique. We do it by evaluating NL-4DB baseline and exploring advanced technique like LM or RAP. And at the end is we will develop a user interface for NL-to-Vis, allowing user to analyze with data like having a conversation, like what you can see here, what we have already achieved. And yeah, as a result, we expect to achieve the following goal. The first is an available annotated dataset for future research. The second is improve NL-to-Vis capability from NL-4DB baseline by minimizing ambiguity, variation, and then the specification. Also, we outperforming NL-4DB baseline using technique like LM or RAG. And the third goal, and the third is a conversation data exploration interface, making data exploration more accessible and intuitive regardless of technical expertise in data analytic tool. Yeah, and this is our references. Yeah, thank you so much for